What up, y'all? DCFAYGOGUY. Today we're going to be taking a look at Boondox's Liquor, Lies, and Legacy EP. Just came out last week. I just barely got my CD actually Tuesday night, yesterday. But I've been listening to it over on Spotify. I do have Spotify Premium right meow. So I've actually been listening to it over the weekend, and I know it may feel a little early to drop this review, but first, it is an EP, and second, after listening to it and being disappointed the way I was, I'm ready to go ahead and drop my thoughts on this. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. That is the front. This is kind of a meh kind of album cover for me. I mean, I think the whole treasure map kind of style is dope. It's very Old West kind of, and I think that's definitely what they were going for, especially when you get into the music, but we'll talk about that more when we talk about the tracks. You got that good old Boondox. I'm gonna call it the Abaddon cross, because that's when that cross really kind of came into play. I believe. I don't think it was South of Hell. I'm pretty sure this cross started to come into play during the time of Abaddon. You got the two little skulls there spitting fire, red hot. Pretty dope. Pretty dope in that aspect. Let's go ahead and flip it over to the back. Nah, we're not gonna flip it over the back. We're gonna go on the inside real quick. This is an EP, so we're gonna do the inside first. There you have just a little insert like that. No book. Liquor, Lies, Legacy has all the credits here. Boom. There you have the disc art, very similar to the front with the skulls there. Pop it off like that. There you have the face paint of Boondox. And we will flip it over to the back to the track list, which is a B&G.
10 times hotter, yeah, we going supernova, catching fire like a blown out old Kentucky sofa. I'm an old school country boy, catfish, bitch.
Choices.
Take another sip and drown my doubt and make us mark. Hold the chorus on this track, don't break our heart.
Choices we made, well in pain.
Throwaway.
Preacher speaking to the heathens, only using 2 words. Fuck you.
We die to live while we living to die. The war is over, wipe the tears from your eyes. Till tears take us.
Southern side.
Floating in the creek and we cast the lines. Ebco underneath the pine. Pour a little shine, drink it off my mind.
If you see me walking on a dirt road.
Free Soul.
When he dies, for fears there's so many lies.
Makes me wanna cover my eyes when I see you.
Comfort Zone.
But my soul is on me, and not believing in myself would take its toll on me, and now I see. Oh, thinking about the times I've had, ain't it crazy?
SOB.
It's gonna take a little time, we gon' be here for a while. We don't stop till the sunrise. I keep it moving till the day goes. Don't stop.
And Progress.
I try to give forgiveness and not to obsess. I guess I'm just a work in progress.
Maybe it's my pride inside that gets me in a.
So first and foremost, I gotta blow the homies Black and Red Ted and Lil D some shit. Both of them in their unboxings called B&G Beg. Now, in their defense, because like I said, I listened to it on Spotify over the weekend, so I saw the song title before I ever got the CD, which I actually saw their unboxings before I ever got the CD. So looking at this, I can see why they may have thought the song was called Beg, but listening to it, you clearly know that B&G is biscuits and gravy. I mean, the chorus is, I'm an old school country boy, catfish, biscuits, and gravy. So, I mean, I had to blow these guys shit because they both called it Beg. And when I watched it the first time with Black and Red Ted, I chuckled. When I watched Lil D's, I laughed because they both did it. And I thought the shit was just hilarious. So, what I want to talk about real quick on this, though, is Throwaway and Free Soul. Now, if you haven't listened to the album yet, those titles are probably like striking a remembrance bell, and you're like, wait, those sound familiar. That's because both of those were actually on The Murder. A little bit differently, though. Throwaway and Free Soul on here, the songs are exactly the same, except for their chorus. The other exception to that is being Free Soul has a little bit of extra spice drops, I guess you could call it, added to the track itself. The chorus, Stephanie, she does the chorus. And throughout the entire song, you can hear her kind of, oh, yeah, you know, kind of harmonizing like that, which I'm going to be completely honest with you. Throwaway and Free Soul, they were throwaway tracks to me. I absolutely do not like these versions. The only thing about these that I do like, which is the one gripe I had about The Murder, was the way The Murder was mixed. The first like 10-20 seconds of the next song played at the previous song, and that drove me absolutely apeshit, because Free Soul actually has a nice little guitar riff at the beginning before it goes into the actual song. But if you listen to that song right from the beginning, it's like just the beginning chorus, and then you go into the song. So what they did on this one is they actually added that nice little guitar riff that I like a lot. So what I'll probably do is actually take these two tracks, Throwaway and Free Soul, take Throwaway and Free Soul off The Murder and cut and chop them so that they're not part of their song mixed into this song and part of the next song mixed into the end of that song, so that I can basically get the versions of the songs that I like, because I prefer Jamie Madrox's chorus of Throwaway a lot better. I mean,
I'm as confused, and I've been used up and thrown away by the world you love again.
when I heard the chorus for this one, I immediately just like, I stopped and had this like disgusted look on my face. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
We die to live while we living to die. The war's over, wipe the tears from your eyes. Till tears take us.
When it first played, you know, I was like, oh shit, is this gonna be like kind of like a follow-up, you know, track to Throwaway on The Murder? Because I was actually doing my dishes the first time I listened to this, so I wasn't paying attention to the track list my first listen through. So when it got to Throw, I'm like, oh shit, this is like maybe a continuing of Throwaway. And then it went into the song, I'm like, wait, this is Throwaway, why did they put this on here? And then when it got to the chorus, I just like had this fucking look on my face of like, what the fuck is this? Absolutely did not like this version of Throwaway at all. So now that I got all the like complaining and bitching out of the way, let's talk about the tracks that I do like. I like Southern Side like a lot. Comfort Zone is a good one. Progress is a good one. I do want to say B&G and SOB are probably the two songs I'm kind of like done with right now. I skip over them just because I mean, SOB I'll probably listen to a little bit more. It's kind of like that anthem, like, yeah, I'm a son of a bitch, fuck you. But B&G, just not me at all. Choices is an okay song. I feel like there's parts of the chorus that were, I don't want to say lazy, but Carrie Lynn Rock, however you say that last name, there were parts of it where she wasn't speaking clear enough, and it just kind of was like, it was mumbly for me. And that kind of annoyed me a little bit. But I love Southern Side. I love Comfort Zone. Progress is good. Choices is good, don't get me wrong. There's just that one little gripe. And Throwaway and Free Soul, had it have been the versions that was released on The Murder and not had the choruses that they have on this one, I would definitely have loved this album a lot more. And like I said, I'm going to go cut and chop Throwaway and Free Soul to make them the songs that I like, and then I'll probably really listen to this album a little bit more. But right now it's kind of getting pushed to the side, to be honest, and Gorilla Voltage is kind of taking over right now because they fucking came hard on their fucking album. But all in all, it's not terrible. I was just a little disappointed with some of what I heard here on this. I didn't really even talk about the whole old school West, Wild West kind of thing that I was talking about. So the thing about this is you can tell in this album, there's quite a few songs where they have like that old country guitar sound to it. You know what I'm talking about? so I think that's kind of a direction they were trying to take with this album. So the fact that they kind of put this old treasure-looking map kind of thing and adding that Wild West feel to it, I definitely like that. They kind of helped tie it all together in that way. But like I said, if I'm gonna be able to save this, I got to do stuff to throw away in Free Soul, and then I'll probably like this album that much more. But right now, I'm skipping B&G, I'm skipping Throwaway, I'm skipping Free Soul, and it's like there's half the album gone. Well, it's not half the album, but you know, we're close to half of the album just skipped. So I'm gonna go and try and save it. Hopefully I can save it. But all in all, it's not terrible. It was just kind of disappointing. If you're a fan of Boondox, I would say give it a listen, see what you think. If you're not a fan of Boondox, I would say this is definitely going to be something to pass up. This is the first time since South of Hell that I was let down and disappointed by a Boondox album. I hate to say it, I don't like dropping bad reviews, but this was just an okay release for me. This was while I was getting tired of having leftovers. Suddenly oh shit, here's some fucking DiGiorno's, man. But within an hour or two, it's already cold, stale pizza. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I hope that's a good analogy. Anyway, if you have picked up the album or if you have listened to the album, leave your thoughts down below. Tell me what you think. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time.